Dear colleagues, I'd like start my topic with about the mobilization, since the both sides of the news stream. So, Russian government had an order about the keeping jobs for the mobilization people. And the service in the army, which will attack Ukraine, uh, will be at home, and the insurance part of the pension. So this is and nobody Russian media have information about how much people was mobilization, about the protested of it more. For example, about the cross border point, Russian border service in the Ossetia, so-called the Higher Lars, Верхний Lars, in the Georgia border, have a biggest queue, and all media, with special media, shows this is very effective pictures about the queue. Jesus, I almost forget. So the border service or the Russian mm, of the Russian Federal Secret Service told about how during the not whole the week, Russian Federation left 260,000 people, and only so the border service. This is a part of the Federal Secret Service. This is tradition from the USSR, when the border service was KGB, was a part of the KGB system. And so this is so it's not be afraid how the media told about the Federal Secret Service told reported about the number of the left people left of the Russian Federation. So, but Finland during this period, during this period, arrived 17th people from the Russian Federation. This is one country, one country of European Union who have a border, ground border, which oh Jesus, sorry, borderline, ground borderline, which Russian people can to the cross border. So but from the another side, from outside of the borderline, Russian people have not possibility to the enter to the Russia cash money in euro, but usually maybe. So we have a report of information by the Russian Central Bank in the Russian media about the differences cause of the in the bank system and in cash form. Despite Russian course currency rate in the bank system and the Jesus and the currency rate in the bank system and the currency rate of the Russian Central Bank, also in the Moscow exchange, fell down and continued to the fall. The cash money currency rate in the cash form are growing. So, according to information, the after the 22nd of the September, Russian people buy in the Russian bank system was buy about more than $2 billion in cash form, and totally and the Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, else additional else was buying more than about the more than $1.5 billion in cash form. So this is maybe the crisis of the cash for money, and certainly the bank system increasing the income of this operation. And right now Moscow have currency rate currency price is the more than 65 ruble per dollars. As if in the Moscow Stock Exchange, and currency rate of the central bank is Constantin 50 56 maybe 50 58 ruble per dollars. So right now bank system have a biggest income for the when they buying cash money, cash US dollars to the Russian young people who have not service in the troops against Ukraine. Yes, and another side of the mobilization, the Siberian and Far East districts or oblasts, states of the Russian Federation have protested about the business qualities and numbers features of the mobilization people. Especially, for example, from Yakutia, Russian foreign, Arbatska Square want to claim 1.5%, but in the central Russian oblast states, Arbatska Square have aim only 1% to claim for the service into the troops. This is a very protested, and so this West media already noted about it. So this situation shows to suppose that there will be growth of the national self-mind of the national republics. For example, from Dagestanian people, from Dagestan Republic, mostly died was in from this republic, and the last certainly I don't forget about Ramzan Kadyrov. Sorry, Jesus. Ramzan Kadyrov have some speeches about the protested the claim into the troop from the Chechnya Republic. He told about this as a sufficient for the mobilization Chechenian people into the troops. And after 2 days of this reported, another message from the opinion of Ramzan Kadyrov we have it in social media and others. So this is a very difficult problem for the Russian government, and will be a problem in the territorial concerns of the Russian Federation due to the growth of the national self-claim of the republic, for the Bashkiria, for example, for example, Buryatia and Cossack Republic, Dagestan, Chechnya, and so we have a meeting with the participation of the oldest people and consequently women. Jesus, and so the last was mostly cross going to the Ukraine territory. Vladimir Zelensky today in the Evening Post speeches told about claimed Russian to the have war prisoners or the left Russia. Jesus, and so the new British government under the leadership of Liz Truss have a new foreign chief of the foreign office, James Cleverly, had a statement about the new sanctions. New sanctions 50 organization and individuals. Among banks, usually Gazprom Bank, Sberbank, Sovcombank, and another bank I forget. Sorry, and certainly the British economical investigation find 4 oligarchs. If you remember, the British government especially strong founded the oligarchs, Russian oligarchs, and right now they found additional yet 4 oligarchs. For example, Git Nisanov, Mahmoud Iliyev, and Mahmoud Ramzanov, and the last Igor Makarov. So this regard will be closed accounts in the ban system and banned to the arrived into the UK and reality and others. And certainly then the next step I'd like to tell about the how U.S. Congress decision in bipartisan base to allocate 12 billion US dollars for the military and economical help to the Ukraine, and including here this is the important feature of the new bill will be the removing Afghanian refugees to the motherland. This is the main note, and Ukraine will be get 10.7 billion US dollars in quality of the military and economical help and economical head. This is a very the term game due to the Russian mobilization will be supplied into the front line during the month 10 or 20,000 soldiers already. And the last topic of today, the German coalition discuss about the supplies of to Ukraine the tanks, which can to help recover the bridges. This is another article, but it's very important that the Olaf Scholz have not be just interest to the see video when the Russian T-72 or rather than T-19 with the heat to the Leopard the second. This is not a very interesting situation. Certainly, he links to the Pentagon about the supplies, the Abrams to the into the Ukraine. So, but the Russian media told when the counter-offensive Ukraine forces have accommodate with the big numbers, big figures, tanks and armored techniques, and despite the Ukraine counter offensive have not be just people. Usually about the units battalion groups, 2 3 maybe. This is about the 3,000 soldiers. But this is the numbers of the Ukraine forces have accommodated in attack already forever. Always and already. I forgot. Always have accommodated have accommodating about 10 15 tanks and 30 another brawny armored techniques, armored vehicles. And so, but about the artillery have not message. And so there is the supplies of the heavy cannons, artillery system type hammers, and anti-air system NASMAX allows to the increasing the Ukraine forces and not only the Iranian drones. I'm not sure to bring the win that forces against, especially against Odessa, Kramatorsk, and Kharkiv. So thank you. Bye.